case he doesn't come back.
What is going on, guys? It is your boy Tofu here, back at it again with another video. Today I'm bringing you guys another Tofu Fridays. I know it's a little bit late now, but what can you do? I had some things that got in the way, some homework and all that other stuff, but now I'm here, and I'm here to tell you guys stuff. Okay, so for this episode I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different. I'm not gonna be telling a story or anything like that. I'm actually gonna be telling you guys my top 10 pet peeves about life, or just like school and stuff, and just everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so number one, my number one pet peeve is something that always happens in school. No matter what, you can't avoid it. It just always happens. But or at least it happens to me all the time. It's happened to me every single year of school, but this is my number one pet peeve. I absolutely hate that one kid in like your math class that the teacher has to stop and explain what we just said, like what we just learned to him, because he wasn't paying attention or he was messing around or something like that, and he's just being a retard. And then he asks the question, he raises his hand and he's like, so how do we do this again? And then the teacher has to stop the whole class from doing their assignment just to help out that one kid who wasn't paying attention. It's so frustrating always having that one kid in your class. It doesn't have to be necessarily your math class, but there's always that one kid who like holds up the class, and everyone wants to kill him, just wants to shank him with a fork, you know, stick a freaking spoon in his ear. It's just everyone just wants to kill that kid. Alright, so my pet peeve number two. This generally happens mostly in class, especially when you're around other classmates, but I hate it when like you buy a brand new pack of gum. You know, you have this pack of gum or just candy or whatever, and you open it up, you take out a piece just because you want to like chew on it during class. You know, you want to enjoy yourself while you're studying and all this stuff. But there's always that one kid who asks you, hey, can I have a piece of gum? And then you're just like, okay, because out of the kindness of your tiny black heart, you just want to do a favor and just like give them a piece of gum because you feel bad for this person. So you're like, okay, here, have a piece. And then his other friend or someone else just comes along, he's like, hey, can I have one? And then you're like, okay, I guess giving away 2 pieces of gum doesn't hurt, so you give him one. And then another person comes, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then you end up having like 2 pieces of gum that you just barely bought at like your local gas station or something. And it just always bothers me because this has happened to me like several times at school, and it's just it's so annoying. Alright, so my pet peeve number 3. This one also has to do with like food and people coming along, but this is mainly for my school. I don't know if it's at like your guys' schools too, but it happens all the time at my school. And so this pet peeve is similar to the gum one, but it's a little bit worse. Alright, so at my school, we generally go and line up. We have like, I think it's like 4 or 5 different lines at our school, but there's 2 lines. There's one that is called like hot sandwich or something. You can get like cheeseburgers and chicken burgers or whatever. And then there's the other one which gives like mini wieners, like mini corn dogs. And then they give out big wieners, the corn dogs, and then they give like chicken nuggets and crap. Well, those lines are usually the longest lines. And when I say long, it's not just like 15, 20 people. It's like a trillion people behind another trillion people. Like, those lines are absolutely long. And then the other lines, mainly the salad line, is always like a ghost line. Like, there's no one who ever goes there unless you're just frustrated, you're really hungry, and you just want something to eat quick and fast. So you go to the salad line. But mainly everyone wants to go for the good food, which is the mini corn dogs and all the other stuff. And so you go and you sign up to go get a cheeseburger. You're just in line and you're just waiting there, you know. and you finally get to the front of the line and you grab your chicken nuggets, your delicious tender chicken nuggets that you love so much, and you go ahead and type in your number and buy the chicken nuggets, and you go and you sit down with all your pals, but then your pals decide to take your nugs. They decide to take your nugs, and this usually happens when you get up and you like forget to go get some sauces, like your ketchup or your fry sauce or all that stuff. You go and stand up and you go get your sauces because you forgot them. By the time you're back, most of your food's already gone, because there's those people who eat the salads, and the salads are like super tiny, so therefore they don't fill up people and they're still hungry, and they start taking your nugs, and and then by the time you get back, you have like 2 nugs because they took the rest of your nugs. Like, come on, bro. I waited like 3 years for these nugs, and they're good nugs, and you took my nugs, bro. Like, that's messed up. You can't do that to your bro. You can't just take their nugs, man. Alright, so pet peeve number 4. This one is a little bit harsh, but it's really annoying, and I think it should be stopped. But I hate those kids who, like, you know, they're unpopular, and you know that they're like those nerdy kids, like they're really shy kids. They have like their own group of friends, but they're all also nerdy. But I hate when one of those unpopular kids like tries to be popular and they completely change their personality. They change the complete way they talk. They completely change the way they dress just because they want to mix in with these type of people. And I completely hate when people do that, because I believe that you should be yourself. I believe that you shouldn't change yourself for anybody else. If those people don't like you for who you are, then you shouldn't like them, because they're just criticizing you for being yourself. And you shouldn't take that from anybody. And you should just be yourself. Find your own group of friends, people who like you for who you are, and you'll just be way better on in life. So yeah. Alright, number 5. And this one is kind of going on with the popularity stuff, but like, I completely hate like the popular kids. I hate those kids who think they're all that. They're super arrogant just because they have a large like group of friends, and they are basically friends with like everyone else, or everybody knows them at least. They just think they're better than anybody else. And not all popular people are like that, but there is God, I'm dying over here. Okay. But there is those group of people, or at least that one person, who just thinks they're better than everybody else just because they have more friends than you, or they wear better clothes than you, or because they're better at this sport than you. And those people should honestly just, you know, just grab a freaking jar of bleach. Not a jar. You don't put bleach in a jar. What am I talking about? Grab your jug of bleach, I guess, and you should just chug it all the way, because you don't deserve to be a human being, okay? If you're gonna be like that and you're gonna be rude, then just chug as much bleach as possible. Alright, so pet peeve number 6. This one, I'm sorry I'm picking so much on the popular kids, but man, popular kids these days, man, they're not the smartest people. They're not the sharpest knife in the drawer. They are definitely not that smart. But there is popular kids. I'm not saying all popular kids are stupid, but you always get that one popular kid, or that group of popular kids, where they have nothing in their head. There's no brain there. They're completely empty when it comes to their head area. They don't know when to stop talking, and they ask the dumbest questions. For example, I'm not gonna say like who this was or who it is, because I don't want to publicly shame them or anything like that. But just a couple days ago, there's this girl who, she's pretty popular. She has a ton of guys dying over her. She's really hot, but she basically, the other day in my science class, she decided to ask if potatoes, freaking potatoes, frozen potatoes from your fridge, give you salmonella. she asked if potatoes gave you salmonella. Like, I was completely dying. I was laughing so hard and I was face palming so hard at the same time. And she asked this to the teacher in front of the whole class, man. It was so bad. And like, what do you think a potato is? You think a potato is a raw chicken? No, it's not. It's a damn potato. So how can you? Why? Just why? All right, pet peeve number 7. This is more for gamers. You will always have one of these. If you've ever played an online game, if you've ever been online playing like a CS:GO match or a match of Call of Duty, or mainly just first-person shooters, but there's also a lot of them in League of Legends and MOBAs. They're everywhere. But you'll always have that one sweaty tryhard. He's been losing like in a 5 streak on, like, let's say a CS:GO game. He's just been dying. He's been getting shot. He's just been getting killed, and he can't do anything about it. And so he decides that he wants to go full tryhard mode this time, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do so good this time." And so he starts talking to everybody in the voice chat. He's like, and he, like, you mess up. Let's say you accidentally like die or something. You get killed. And then the dude starts yelling at you because he starts calling you a freaking retard. He tells you to kill yourself. He tells you all this crap because he's been losing so much. He just wants to win a game. He just wants to win a game. And so he decides that the best strategy to get you guys to win is to start yelling at you and telling you that you're an idiot and that you shouldn't be playing this game. Like, yeah, that's definitely going to help out the team. That's some team cooperation there if I've ever seen any. Man, that's going to help me so hard. Oh, you're yelling at me and calling me a retard? Oh, that's going to inspire me to go ahead and do better. Yeah, thank you so much, man. I really needed that today. I just needed that guy to call me a retard, man. I just love it when you do that to me. Alright, number 8. Pet peeve number 8. Alright, so this will probably not apply to many people, but it will apply to you if you're in a band class. Alright, if you're in a band class, you play an instrument, then this will most likely apply to you. But this always happens. Like, I've been in band for like 3 years now, and every single year I've been in band, it's happened to me. If you guys didn't know, I play alto saxophone and tenor saxophone, and it just always happens. There's always that one kid, alright? The music teacher will have us play, right? And then the song's over, he'll cut off the whole class. And then there's always that one kid who doesn't cut off on time, and he keeps on playing. And then after that, he doesn't just keep on playing, but he starts playing some freaking song he learned like 2 days ago. He'll start playing that, and then he won't shut up. And then you also have that one kid who just completely blasts all the notes as loud as possible. They're just next to you blowing a freaking, like a concert B flat as loud as possible, and they completely kill your ear. I can't talk. They completely kill your ear holes, man, and it just bothers me so much. They get so annoying, but it's cancer. All right, so pet peeve number 9. Number 9, man. Just one more to go, guys. Sorry if this video is like getting a little bit long, but I just want to get all these 10 pet peeves out of my head and get this over with. Alright, so pet peeve number 9 is mainly if you play Minecraft. If you're a gamer and you play Minecraft, then you will probably get this. Specifically if you play survival games. Man, I just hate it when you're playing a survival games match. You've just been losing all your games, you know, you've been getting pretty frustrated, and you're like, I'm gonna do well this game, alright? I'm gonna do this game. I'm gonna record this episode, and I'm gonna get it on YouTube, and it's gonna be a great episode, okay? And so you're all pumped, you're ready to go, and then next thing you know, you go and grab your chest from spawn, you run off, and then you have that one guy who's always following you, and he gets like a wooden axe off of spawn, right? And you have absolutely nothing. You have like a pork chop, a piece of grass, a fucking dildo in your inventory. And then there's the dude who's just following you, and then you turn around because you just want to check who's behind you. You turn around, and then the guy's right behind you. He grabs his axe and shoves it up your butthole as far as he can, and he just completely annihilates you. And your dildo just flops on the floor. All your inventory's just gone, and you just die. It's just not a good scenario, man. I just hate it when that happens, and it pisses me off because it happens way too much to me. Number 10. This one is pretty relatable to any YouTuber ever. If you've ever tried to make a YouTube video or record a video in general, it's so annoying when you've recorded this perfect episode of like whatever you've been trying to film, and you go and you check your video files. You're super excited because you're ready to post this video. Next thing you know, you go and check the video file. You try to open it, and it says that your video file has been corrupted. Alright, at this point, you start chucking things around your room. You start punching the walls. You start getting super mad because you've worked so hard on this YouTube video for it just to corrupt, just completely kill itself in the process. Like the video's like,
hey, I don't feel like working today, you know, I kind of wanted to take a day off, so I'm going to go ahead and just, like, kill myself, if that's okay with you.
And so he just grabs a bottle of bleach, starts chugging it down, and then he just decides to just corrupt on you, and you're just like, alright? It pisses me off. It's happened to me way too many times, and I don't even know why it happens. It's super annoying. So before I ever export anything or do anything anymore, I have to do a test. I do multiple tests, and not only do I do multiple tests, but I don't even export it until I check the whole thing is done, because it's just so annoying. So I guess those were all my 10 pet peeves that I want to talk about in this video. If you guys did enjoy, or if you guys related to any of these pet peeves, make sure to leave a comment down below. Tell me which one related to you, or if they all related to you, then go ahead and comment down below that all of them did. So as I said before, guys, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and comment, and also make sure to go and follow me on my Twitter at goldtofu_, because I post a lot of updates on what I'm doing. That's how you guys would know why I haven't been uploading and all that stuff. And actually, before I sign that off, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, so you guys don't have to go to my Twitter account. The reason why I haven't been uploading is because my house has been getting remodeled, and my room got painted and all that stuff, and I just barely got all my furniture in, and I plugged in my computer. I got Windows 10 on it, and it's just so much better. So that's the reason why I haven't been uploading. But yeah, make sure to go follow me on Twitter anyway, because you guys want to know when those things happen. But as I said before, guys, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.